Everything is just really dumb and stupid right now, just like Trump supporters. Uh, it's Wednesday, June 18th. So 2 weeks ago, we watched Trump give Elon Musk a gold key in the Oval Office, and then they crashed out. Uh, and then that Friday, after Elon Musk said that Donald Trump is all over the Epstein files, and that's why they haven't been publicly released. That Friday was when Stephen Miller ordered all the ICE raids at Home Depots throughout Los Angeles area, and that sparked protests over that weekend. And then Donald Trump deployed 2,000 National Guard troops. Then he deployed 2,000 more National Guard troops. Then he deployed 700 active duty Marines into the streets of an American city because he wanted violence in the streets. He didn't get it. He didn't get any. I don't even know what those National Guard members are doing right now, or the Marines. I know that Donald Trump didn't provide them with anywhere to stay or eat. He's not paying them. Um, you know, and so he didn't get the violence in his streets because that was going to be the lead up to the military parade. Okay, that was going to be the lead up to the military parade last Saturday, where there was going to be violence in the streets, and that was going to be the lead up to the military parade. That fizzled. I mean, the military in that parade was absolutely trolling him. The guy walking down the sidewalk holding a drone, the squeaky tanks, the marching, which rapidly became casual strolling, and Donald Trump lost his shit. And the day before that was when Israel engaged in preemptive self defense, which is most definitely not a thing, and they attacked Iran. Um, Iran has been making quick work of Israel's invincible Iron Dome. Israel has been kicking the shit out of Iran, but Iran has been getting some things done over there. But then, the day after the 10 or 15 million people showed up last Saturday to protest against Donald Trump in the No Kings protests nationwide, which put his little military parade to shame. Not that there needed to be something to compare it to, because it was objectively, independently pathetic all on its own. That's when Donald Trump declared war. Sunday he declared war on blue cities and blue states, and he's going to send in ICE, DEA, ATF, FBI, DHS, every federal law enforcement agency into blue cities to round up all of the undocumented immigrants that he and Stephen Miller can find. Curiously, a couple days before that, he had exempted farms, restaurants, hotels from his mass deportation order. Stephen Miller went behind his back and changed that policy back to what it was originally. The scary thing is, like, Stephen Miller is the one who's really running things. But everything is dumb and stupid, and now it's like BB Netanyahu is successfully goading Donald Trump into going to war against Iran. Um, Lindsey Graham thinking about that is just like furiously masturbating in his office at the prospect of going to war with Iran. He's wanted that almost as long as BB Netanyahu has. And the scary thing is, it's like literally every single thing is dumb and stupid, but also dangerous. Come here. You want to say hi, little buddy? Tanner says hi. He's just waking up from a little nap. Everything is incredibly dumb and stupid and dangerous. Again, just like Trump supporters. And it's like now Donald Trump is like, well, nobody knows what I'm going to do with Iran. Nobody knows if I'm going to go over there and drop a bunch of bunker buster bombs. Nobody knows. And I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not telling anybody what I'm doing in Iran. And then it's like, we get a Supreme Court decision today that's like, yeah, trans kids don't exist. They're not a thing. They're not real. They're not real, and they don't exist in the middle of Pride Month. And literally, it's been a challenge it's been a challenge for me over the last few days to like actually come up with content to make, because literally every single thing that's happening is just dumb and stupid. Again, just like Trump supporters. Every single thing is dumb and stupid. Everything. That military parade was so dumb and stupid. What Trump did in LA last week was incredibly dumb and stupid. You know, sending every federal law enforcement officer into blue cities is just dumb and stupid. It's just every single thing is dumb and stupid. And so it's like, it's like I see news stories and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could make a TikTok about that, but it's just fucking stupid. Everything is dumb and stupid. And it's like, how do you make, some semblance of a serious video that will in some way be beneficial to people, help them learn or see something they didn't know or see before, when the conclusion for every one of them is just, yeah, this is fucking stupid. Everything about this is dumb and stupid. And, again, I mean, it's like in talking about Trump and Stephen Miller and his cabinet, I mean, the level of incompetence with these people. And I mean, Donald Trump's got to be picking up on this now. He's got to be picking up on the fact that Pete Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard and Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and Stephen Miller are all just objectively the most incompetent people that he could have picked for these positions. They just don't know what they're doing. Stephen Miller is dedicating every federal asset in the executive branch at deportation, at deporting as many people as possible. And he's not even hitting the numbers that Joe Biden did in the last year of Biden's presidency. They're not even keeping up with sleepy Joe Biden, who was being hidden from the public 18 hours a day. They can't even maintain that pace of mass deportations. And it's like the only thing that BB Netanyahu has to do to get Donald Trump to agree to join an Israeli war against Iran is say a few things in some TV interviews. Yes, Iran said that Donald Trump is their number one enemy. They're trying to assassinate Donald Trump, while he's refusing to let Americans leave Israel because he thinks that if Iran bombs and kills a bunch of American citizens, that'll drag the U.S. into the war. When he's not letting them leave, just like he's not letting anybody inside the Gaza Strip leave while he bombs the shit out of them. And it's like now we're being held hostage by these two megalomaniac, narcissistic assholes, Netanyahu and Trump, who the one thing they have in common is their criminality. Donald Trump's actually been convicted. Bibi hasn't been convicted on anything yet. But Bibi Netanyahu is smarter than Trump by just a little bit. And it turns out a little bit is all it takes. If you're just a little bit smarter than Donald Trump, that's all it takes. Fortunately, that label doesn't apply to any elected Republican or member of Donald Trump's base in the United States. None of them are smarter than him. They're all bootlicking sycophants who just spend their days in fear of Trump's base, because his base are dumb and stupid and mean and violent and easily manipulated and gullible as all get out. But, apart from that, I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. And, day after tomorrow, weekend's here. Happy hump day.